names, coffee brown, brown sugar. There's other names that, you know, you can, if you want to identify yourself with that, I don't know.
And you see that when they copy that personality of that person, they start copying every full step of that person. You get it? They want to talk the way that person is talking, do the kind of content the person is.
And then you're expecting to be followed when you're not being original. Okay, let's not get off, because now we're trying to get onto what content providers, what content should post and what they shouldn't post. Now we're talking about the youth, and to be fair, right, social media has also opened doors to a lot of things that didn't exist. Like, for example, you can wake up in the morning, scroll your phone, and hop onto various social media sites, and before the end of the day, maybe media, and I can get hold of it, I can apply online, still using my phone. Hey, I created my CV lately on my phone. You know, I didn't actually need a laptop. I didn't need to go, like before, you know, before you create a CV, you go to a cyber cafe.
Yeah,
you have to go and sit there. That social media can...
Everybody could go to the cyber cafe. Because you're in there.
That social media can...
Everybody could go to the cyber cafe. Because you're in there. Unlike today that youths start getting gadgets at their unlike today that youths start getting gadgets at their early age, and they start getting gadgets at their early age, and they start finding themselves in all of this. So even have parental controls when they get to the social medias, and when they get to the social medias. And funny enough, you find youths these days, they'll be online like all through, like I was they'll be online like all through, like I was somewhere the noon. He wasn't yet out of bed. Why? Because he said he had him, he was on phone till 3 a.m.
Your intellect, eat up your zeal to leave, eat up. So because you think there's people, like the days when I've sat like in my room and scrolled the phone,
and time goes,
and time just flies, and I scrolled the phone,
and time goes,
and time just flies, and I don't even realize, like
time goes,
and time just flies, and I don't even realize, like
discover that you haven't been productive the entire day.
In the morning, what I do with my phone, first of all, I read away from the phone that morning. First of all, I read away from the phone that morning. I actually spend that morning planning for myself from the phone that morning. I actually spend that morning planning for myself and planning. You know, this is social media because gist of the story, but I think it was linked to social media.
Because the harassment sometimes leads to anxiety, depression, and then suicidal thoughts start coming in. So involve themselves on this social media, it can like be detrimental sometimes. And sometimes even in creating this content, you have this drama, this comment, this allegedly kind of people you have defamed. They come looking for you.
The next thing you're arrested. You're taken to prison. Like, it's a whole thing. Why is there no social media prison? Why would I commit a crime on social media and you're taken to prison? Like, why?
Like, you see.
You know, it's a whole lot of thing, and we can laugh about it, but the truth of the matter is that it distorts reality. You know, there's some people on social media, especially the youth, they want to live the life that they see on social media. They want to...
Which is totally different from real life.
Yeah, it's really, really different. I think I'm going to interrupt us for a bit before we go to what we have to talk about today. I have... a message. Wow, it's actually a very long message, but I'm going to read it because we're at your pleasure, at your service. It says, "Hello, beautiful ladies. Hello, this." Oh, okay, that's what you make. It's my pleasure to contribute in this program. Social media and emotional health with excessive use linked to higher rates of anxiety, depression, low self-esteem, and body image issues, particularly in girls. Thank you so much, James.
That's a very
touching point. Point. And he goes ahead to say it causes sleep deprivation, reduces focus, and increases risk of cyberbullying, social isolation, and addiction, though it also offers avenues for socialization and digital literacy. Well, you've said it all. I think, that's very deep. That he's just spilled it out there.
I think from what he says, there are measures in which maybe parents or guardians can use to lead kids. There should be a particular time that you allow them to be on their phones.
Yeah, but now my question is, what age actually should these kids one and tell us? Join us. It's a very exciting topic, Liz. Yeah, tell me more.
Yes, like I was saying, that there should be restriction on of parents, like on certain platforms, because not every child, like my little nephew in the house, I think they communicate with his parents, with his aunties, and with his loved ones. Study time is resting time. I think parents should actually reinforce on these certain boundaries, so that kids shouldn't spend all of their time on this social media. You will let me to know that to certain parents now, it's like children have to belong, but now they don't know how to set boundaries so that these children don't overuse these things. And you find children at a very young age, they are already there on social media activities. There is a way that
there's an app. Thank you.
Who views their pages?
Thank you.
Who views their pages?
All right.
And it's detrimental.
Okay, there's a lot we have to talk about as far as the impact of social media. Talk about rooms and so it's a whole lot of things. But before we get today, today is World Cancer Day, and it's normally celebrated, or it's commemorated on the 4th of February every year. I was going to say 4th of February today. So we want to take a brief moment actually to acknowledge this important day and observed worldwide World Cancer Day. Before we go any forward, we have this brief encouraging message that we want to share with the rest of the world. Didov, if you're there, please.
About cancer, they think of it as a death sentence.
But just try to treat every day as a new day, and what happened yesterday is not defining the rest of your days.
It makes me grateful for every moment of every single day.
That's right. Today is a day set aside to raise awareness about cancer, encourage early detection, and show support to those currently battling with the disease and those who have lost their loved ones to it. Now, cancer is not just a medical issue. It affects families, it affects communities, and lives in very deep ways. For example, I'll use myself as an example. My grandma died of cancer. And it was really unfortunate that just now they flew her off to the United States because her daughter, my aunt, is actually a nurse, a state nurse who works there. In an example of people that, especially in Cameroon, that suffer from this. And the reason why we suffer from this is one of the main reasons is self-medication. Like, guys, if you feel any funny in your body, if you feel any strange things in your body, just go to the hospital.
It's recently that Africans are yet to even afflictions.
Yeah,
you get it, because a lot of people used to how do I call it, term this around spiritual afflictions.
Yeah, when they see weird things on your body or weird things, or you start thinking, oh no,
and
my
a lot
neighbor,
of people don't even know that a lot of different kind of cancers do even exist.
Yeah.
And if you permit me, Queen B, it is to be noted that today the theme of this year Cancers Day is United by Unique.
Yes.
Yeah, focusing on person-centered care and recognizing the unique experiences of each other's cancer patients. Like, you know that different cancer patients do exist and different types of cancers do exist. And they said we should see people for who they are and not from the cancer. Because, sometimes when body contact person before the illness, you get it, you know that the person has a life, the person has dreams, and so you focus on the person. You can still have cancers and still be the sickness ahead of them.
Yeah, and bear in mind that it's someone, a cancer patient, don't think, he could die.
Yeah, there are people that actually beat cancer, and that's why it's go to
support, early detection, and then we're also supporting one another, and we have speaking openly about the illnesses that are often surrounded by now. And to the families that are standing with them, we are here to say, you are not.
The mentality cancer is mostly affect people of older age. You know that even today there are newborn babies who are born with cancers. There are teenagers with cancers. There are youth with cancers, and there are also old person with cancers.
Yeah.
Now, the issue is early detection can lead you to
just your
cancer, immune cancer.
Yeah.
It can be saved. It's true that mostly people know just the common cancers of like breast cancer, cervical cancer, prostate cancers, but
okay.
whatever be the cancer, we are with
we are
you.
one. Right.
And you can beat that.
So there's this song, we want to dedicate the song to, you know, everybody out there suffering from cancer, everybody who has a family member that is suffering from cancer. Just listen, watch, and enjoy.
Good morning.
In every heart, in every place, there's a story, there's a face. Some are strong, some feel afraid, but hope is never far away. Through the night and through the pain, dreams still rise, love remains. We hold on, we choose to say, tomorrow brings a brighter day. Together we stand, together we care, sharing hope, love everywhere, hand in hand, one home. World can today, we stand as one, with hope and light till the fight is won. Every smile, every prayer, every voice shows someone cares. Small acts shine, big hearts grow. Kindness is the strength we show. Through each tear, through every test, courage lives in every chest. Side by side, come what may, love will always lead the way. Together we stand, together we care, sharing hope, love everywhere, hand in hand, we're not alone. Stronger hearts, one world, one home. World can today, we stand as one. A little hope can light the dark, a little love can leave a mark. Raise your voice, let kindness stay.
So that was that was so abrupt. Okay, right. If you're just watching us, this is the scene here on Global LTV, and of course we were talking about the impact of social media on the lives of youth. We also spoke about Cancer Day. Today is World Cancer Day, and we said we are together. We're in this fight together. We make sure that I don't even know what I'm saying, but we are together. So, Maribel, you have a
Yes,
story
please.
for us today. We
Yes,
normally
Space
talk
of
about
Love.
entertainment, but
Yeah.
she said, let me tell you guys this so that you know, you can program yourselves. Nah?
Yeah.
One day entertainment, the other day, what?
Tales of love.
Tales of love. I like tales of love. Let's take it away, Maribel.
Okay, thank you very much. Today on Taste of Love, we are actually talking of a story where a young lady cancels her wedding to her fiancé after seeing her. She says, I am proudly to say that I cancelled my wedding. Do you know what happened? My man took me to his family for interview. I started hearing sounds. Now, I was scared. So I asked that this woman has 5 children, of which that period they all came visiting since one of their sons was bringing his fiancée for introduction. 2 daughters and 3 boys. These 2 girls were married. And can you believe that 3 guys did really happens in that home? Like their father is used to beating his wife. That is stubborn and overdoes things. And that was how I said, if he can watch his father do in his hands. So I bundled my bags and left the shege.
Can I send you money for transport? Like, really? Nah, man. No, how would you sit and watch your father beat
Not
your
a child. We are
mother?
talking about a grown-up man who is ready to set.
Or if he was a child, that would have been different.
That is what I'm saying.
But you're about to get married. First of all, the scariest part is, Papa, why are you beating Mama when there's strangers in the house? So you don't even care that, okay, this is somebody new that we're trying to bring into the family.
Yeah, character.
Yeah, it's bad
Yeah.
character. I'll walk away because at the end of the day,
It's
you
the
see that
audacity
same
of the
statement.
guy saying that
Yeah.
his mother is very
That
stubborn
same
and he
statement-
overdoes things, so the man has right to discipline
that
her.
statement is like, don't doof, I can't do
I
that.
actually chose this particular statement because I think with a machete by her man, and you could see cuts all over her body, like blood was spilling. By the time they took her to the hospital, she was just crying and said she feels pain everywhere, like. And people were saying that even after she gets well,
It's annoying because when you get, I
no,
don't.
sometimes it's not how much you love yourself. Just imagine this lady is from such a family where she grew up knowing it's normal to be beaten by her man. Because probably she saw the father beating the mother. Just
Wait,
like
I want to
this
say,
man
I
in-
want to,
just
before
like
we
this
go
man
for, let me say
equation.
something to Prince. Nah? Prince James, stop deleting your messages. What is it? I'm going to read them very soon. And then you're deleting them now for what? Send them back. I already your actions.
Them.
You know, they learn from the actions that you
They
carry
see,
around
because
the
that's
house
what
that they
leaves them the
see.
impact, yeah.
Then the advice that you will sit and give them. If you sit and you tell your child, don't spend 10,000. I'm used to seeing my parent doing this. And whatever my parent, your child in the way
The way
you
they
should
should
go.
grow.
Because those things that your child sees you doing are those things that the child is going to carry from there to their own homes. It doesn't matter how you try to quote it. It doesn't matter. You say, oh, no, we're no good parents. No, that thing is in that child. And one day it will explode. And when it explodes, it's like a timing ticking bomb. Or say that
Grown-up
about
man.
your mother. That means you don't even have
if you were
respect
not
for...
no bicycle or a bike, what are we buying for her?
She
So
deserves
it
two
will make
bikes.
her journey move forward like as
Yeah,
fast
she
as
deserves
possible.
transport money, fuel,
Like,
bike.
each house you get in and they're trying to beat another woman and your man is doing no shit, run away.
And insulting his mother. We're not even talking, it's his mother. He's
his
saying she's
mother.
like, no.
His
No,
mother.
no, I'm sorry. We can't do that. Okay, now before we run out of time, yeah, that was a very touching story, Maribel. Domestic
when you
abuse,
get to
domestic violence is real.
realize-
Everyone's married to each other. Then options closed. Person or not.
Yeah.
So if that get to the 6 months and you're not able to,
Resign.
let me get married to you first. Just wait.
You know,
let's
they
walk
actually
down
meant
the
like that.
path.
Like they pamper you to you. When you get, it's like it's a trap set for you.
Yes.
When you get into the trap, they say, okay, let me show
Let me
you the
deal
blue
with
and
you
black
now.
that you're
Let me show you my
missing.
real colors. You know, and it gets scary. It gets really, really scary because at this point, when you're in my, and well, anyway, there's a lot to talk about that. Let's get back to youth already living their lives.
Yeah. Yeah, you were talking about the impact of social media on the
Yeah.
lives of youth.
On
And
the
you
life-
said that they're living life for the youth.
Of when you were at that, is that when you remember when you leave school or when you leave, walking in the streets at 8 p.m.
Things, right?
Yeah.
With regarding their lives, the social media, and how to manage their life as a whole. I think that is really lacking in most homes now.
It's
because
lacking a
children
lot.
Just allow children, parents just allow children to live their life, to get to discover a lot of things by themselves, and at a certain level where when they realize, they discover that they've already missed the track. And whatsoever you're telling a child or a teen at that moment, they're not even with you.
Okay, so Prince James sent back his message.
Okay.
Let me read it. He says, hello, televiewers, beautiful ladies. Charity begins at home. And when you find yourself in such a drama, want to end up with, domestic violence is a no for me. Thank you. Thank you. You're such a good man.
Yeah.
And-
Domestic violence is a no.
And
something
I will not advise anyone to enter in such. The guy could be very good and not violent person, but not a violent person.
Yeah.
You know, like he said, you really need to think twice before you get into that kind of commitment, because domestic violence is a no. It's a big no. He actually wrote it in capital N-O. Thank you. Thank you. Much love. Much
It's
love.
a big no.
Yeah.
God knows how he does his things. Like, I've never even gotten into a friendship, talking about a relationship with somebody. I used to ask myself, like, when it gets to the point where,
don't wanna
like,
get
how will it
into-
gonna be? God, I'm there, go save me from what I know.
You know, pray very hard that you don't meet someone,
me
and
from what not I
you
know
must
her.
have your antennas up so that you pick it up at a very early stage. Yeah, you know, the funniest thing. Okay, my director said we should not talk a lot about ourselves, but let me just say this.
Yeah.
You know, the funniest thing is the hints come.
Yeah.
They will hint you. You know, but now it depends on if you just let yourself be carried with love. You would think it's love, but they're actually
Okay,
telling
you think that discipline you because they love
no,
you
not
so much.
discipline. You would think that, okay, like when somebody makes a statement to you and says, you look so beautiful today. See anything wrong with what this person has
So
said?
you're cloud nine.
No, I'm serious. It happens. You know? You don't even think.
You don't fathom like there's something
Nah.
wrong.
You know, you don't, because you're like, he can never do it. After all, I'm still his. But that's actually a thought that's going through in his mind. And then the next thing, you're leaving for work, or maybe you're going somewhere, he starts thinking that you're seeing someone else. And then when you come back, he starts looking for ways to put that mark on your face. And you can look at the signs. You should be wise in almost running out of time. I don't know our television.
Mama dinner, you say you no get room, but now you buy choose. Your friends them they love you and they use you and they catch cruise. See choose. Your friends them they love you and they use you and they catch cruise. See. They say you no go school and you no book. Say you be fool. And them boys them they confuse you with the juice you upon food. See, I don't care about your past. The juice you upon food. See, I don't care about your past. Me, I just want it for your future. Cause me self I'm not perfect. So I go start teach you from ABC till you reach university. Give you everything you need. Girl, you do, you believe me, my girl. I'll never leave your side. The world needs you, really care. I always will be there, really care. I always will be there. The world needs you, that is why you are here. And I need you, that is why I am here. Don't bother walk aside, cause I always will be there. And I don't really care. See, anytime you run in a trouble, I will fight for you. And even when you know they are wrong, I will pray for you. And when your friend are gonna leave you, I will stand by you. And even when you feel so lonely, I will for you. So my babe in your mind, they say beat that in them no fine, but beat that color fine. So I go call my mingua in my son, make it pull up with palm wine. So make we dance and dine. Girl, I know they lie, we can go offline. Cause I got you, baby, ask God Emma. So I go start teach you from ABC till you reach university. I'll never leave your side. I'll never leave your side. And I need you, that is why we care. I always will be there. The world needs you, that is why you are here.
Oh, so when they say stand,
Come on.
okay, now this message says no matter how the relations is, remember when there is no respect and limits, my friends, it is not love. Every time I listen to that song, I think about one person. I really miss that person. No, if you're the one
Who is that?
Know that James is missing you.
Oh, good for them all.
Yeah.
They'll
Talking about the impact of social media on
youths.
youths, right? On youths of today, especially given the fact that this is youth.
On February
We have the ones that have been
1961.
jumping the school fence.
In
All of that,
years.
all of that, you know, gathered under the social media banner, under the social media
Under the social
umbrella,
media umbrella.
and definitely is impacting our youth today. Of tomorrow, am I supposed to actually sit and say, no, tomorrow, if this person stands up and say, I want to be president, like I'm gonna
Stand
vote
by
for
them,
you.
like,
I'm gonna, you know, do your
support.
nah, I'm sorry. Like, what are you gonna teach me? To jump
like
borders?
the level at which these youths are destroying their youthful age.
It's like they're not even thinking about tomorrow.
That is why I was getting today. It's like they're not thinking one of that memory they had years ago.
How are you
from
going to
social
defend
media.
that?
Like, how are you going to cross? How are you even going to defend? What are you going to say?
But
That
you know,
you were youthful, you didn't know what you were doing.
you know, Maribel, there's something that is sad that is going on today in the world is that you remember when you were talking about, when we started talking about the social media, wara wara, and you spoke about this lady who was going to the farm,
Yeah.
making content in the
Yeah,
farm.
yeah.
And then this other lady who's just sitting on her couch,
And just opening
exposing
her
herself. And you see that it's sad that today the world actually,
Values negative impact.
thank you.
Yeah.
The world
They
compensates
upload.
negativity.
Yeah. They rush after
Because
it.
what explains that in 3 months, is it 3 months?
3 months.
3 months.
2.5
you have
million.
2.5 million.
That's what I recall
views.
when I could have the freedom to go live, to stream live on my TikTok page. There was actually one day I went out clubbing, God forgive me, and I went live. And trust me, that was the day I had the highest number of streamers.
Thank you.
I think I went right up to 12,000 streamers on my live that night. And TikTok even ended up banning my live video. Like, I was dancing and dancing, and there were a lot of, like, when I sit and I'm giving an educative talk,
Nobody wants to
They don't want to
listen.
listen.
Nobody wants
But
to watch your
I was surprised
live.
that night it went 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 before I knew, boom, I was there. And guess what? There were always people there doing weird. Lift up the gown a bit, do like this.
Thank
lift.
you.
That
Put
is
your
what they
leg-
want to see. Yeah.
Thank you. So now when we live in a society that the world ends up compensating that kind of content, ends up compensating that kind of behavior, what are we expecting? What do we think the youth is going to do?
They're definitely, they'll go for what is actually calling attention.
Exactly. Good lately.
Offers.
Yeah, job offers, like people looking for
People to
people to employ.
Yeah.
It has doubled lately.
I think
Do
I've
you
seen
know
a lot.
why? Because everybody wants to make a dime on social media. So now you see these kids that go to school and they spend their time smoking or whatever, because they know that at the end of the day I'm going to sit in front of social media and struggle to get a monetized account.
Yeah.
And once people are watching me, I'm going to make money. Why do I have to wake up from bed? Why am I even going to school? Why can't my classroom become a smoking arena when I know that what I'm learning from there is not even important to me? You know?
That's why these days it takes grace to actually bring up an educated, well brought up child.
Thank you.
It takes grace. It's more than
It takes
giving.
the Lord, it takes the church, it takes the community. Today we can't even, the community cannot even correct a child because you see the parents like, don't touch my child. If my child fails,
By wayward.
word, you know, media, a lot of people turn to social. How do I put it? Their choices.
look
You
up
don't.
to social
Yeah, you
media
don't have that
personalities.
opportunity to make a choice again by yourself. He actually died because he was doing some weird content. He was jumping into buckets.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
It's scary.
And he had, and that was okay. You know, people actually followed him, and the more he did, the more they asked for it,
And
the
yeah,
more
the more
he
he wanted
did
to
it.
do the most-
The his head. There was this other challenge. One of these things that people go through is a challenge.
Me, any challenge that is even risky a bit that I think I'll break one body, I'm not trying it.
No. Why should I be challenged?
Ah,
Why? Like the
challenging
life I'm living, the
is
challenge that the world, the stress that the world is giving me,
It's
as if
not
it's not enough. Now I have to go and put myself in harm's way because I want to challenge. No, it's okay.
I'm not doing nothing.
Don't challenge. You've won. Ne? Take the prize. Take the everything. Now, I want to talk about this. Independence. Right? Mental independence, by the same, by being independent in the digital age, means knowing when to log off, knowing what to believe, knowing that not everything you see on social media is true, knowing what deserves your attention, knowing you don't even know which one is true or which one is not true.
AI generated.
Yo, it's scary. And then when we present it to the youth, the gullible youth, they'll be like, oh no, I want to do like that. I want to be...
I want to fly there.
I want to jump off a roof, tie my neck with a rope, let me hang for 12 hours.
And they just want to copy everything they see.
So now how do we handle these situations? How do we really handle this situation? Nighttime gate fee,